Alright, after a day of massive fucking software problems, we're back on track. Alright, so we got Wonderbird, what have we got? Christopher versus Chris Maguire. Another beautiful thread. Whoever set these knew what they were fucking doing. Alright. Where are we? 4 bars, I believe. Alright. Chris Maguire. Christopher. Look, your same name have an ass. That made me laugh. Stupid, but it made me laugh. Alright. In this mirror match, this Chris will beat him to death. Labs? Jabs? Oh, jabs. Sorry, that just fucking blends into the period beside it. Bad font. In this mirror match, this Chris will beat him to death. Jabs is smiting his carcass. These bars will levitate him, no segregation when the heat blaze him. That's how a fire it crosses. Whatever this legend is writing is garbage, you'll be shot where the leg goes. Now cross is rock in a headstone, drop from a head blow, blow. That's how I pop the steel like a cop to a klepto. Let Chris rot with a dead soul, this blade will cut quickly, that's splitting his seams, that's parting him swiftly. You're trash, so it's only right I make your organs litter the streets, now he's the heart of the city. I make sure my armour is with me if he's sparking the semi. See, I'm just spitting the facts, cause the incision I left is worse than bad construction workers. Docs ain't bridging the gap. Murkin with sinister raps, retreat from fire, or end up like Kanye with your cheeks and wires. Those hits have your receipts expired when I let 5 off like frequent buyers. Let's change the theme. You want the same game as me, same gang as me. Christ, Chris, you even want the same name as me. I maintain the heat, so Chris, stop. We know this bitch soft. You can't challenge me in hip hop because my flow's mastered. That'll knock his clothes backwards like crisscross. Alright, first impressions. So he's got a bit of an AB rhyme scheme going on. And I noticed earlier on my first read through before I had all my fucking software problems, that he's folding the rhyme with kind of an AB, ABB, and then CD, CDD, EF. So yeah, it works. It just takes a second to get your head around it. Alright, so flow, multis, everything's pretty tight. Hits nicely. Alright. Christopher. You're wrong for this easy turnover, and the bar's the business. So bro, hell, it's no L. That ain't Father Christmas. But BBE, after I've beaten G, I'm asking for you to give a star forgiveness. You get scarred in this, Chris. I mean, his top, cleaned it off. Sweeney Todd. They don't want to see the barber slit shit. I could down the scene, they vouch for me, because bro, they are the witness. But yo, fuck old school. This guy, prehistoric. I mean, I guess dinosaurs should have been his topic. Nah, you should forget writing. You ain't bother reading, stop it. So in this, it's your muse I kill, if he's trying to be melodic. But I'll went ill on his mental so he can seem neurotic. Look though, how can he step up, fam the ground as your level? Even when I'm too tired, I've peaked, this a mountain you pedal. And your only system to win will see you down with a medal. Do the maths, there's nothing accounting to settle. Dude, just hide, you don't want that pounding from Jekyll. Fuck, you ain't just battling your demons, you're in this realm with the devil. Yo, ain't no one in this scene that can body like a blade. Killer in the jeans, that ain't a pocket knife to fade. They still brought something sharp for his dome and leave it lodged inside your brain. Cause you're the daftest, Chris, so after this, I'ma copyright the name. You're just a wet one, this vet's gone, and you don't wanna have to see this soppy guy again. Alright, flow and multis, pretty fucking nice. Pretty fucking nice indeed. Nothing wrong with Chris Maguire's flow, but Christopher, and I'm assuming this is Christopher who used to be Chris Blade. I was wondering which one of these guys used to be Chris Blade, and I'm pretty sure it's this guy, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, this flow was just like on the fucking next floor up, next level up, nice, clean, crisp. Let me just adjust some sound settings so I can hear myself, and let me double check my recording audio settings. Maybe bring that down just a little bit. Alright, let's look at content. Alright, in this mirror match, this Chris will beat him to death. Jabs are smiting his carcass. Beat him to death, smiting his carcass. Okay, so like he's already dead, you're still beating him. These bars will levitate him. No segregation when the heat blaze him. That's how I fire at crosses. Fire at crosses. Okay, so like segregation, KKK, burning crosses. I'm just wondering, fire at crosses. I'm just trying to remember what the other guy's stage name used to be. Is it Chris Crossland? He's been Chris Blade and he's been Chris Crossland. Fucking, I don't know. Too many Chris's. Some of you motherfuckers need to die, and just like, you should all get in a pit and fight to the death until only one Chris survives, and then we can all keep it straight. Alright? Alright, levitate him, no segregation when the heat blaze him. That's how I fire at crosses. So segregation, KKK, burning crosses. Whatever this legend writing is garbage. You'll be shot where the lead goes. Now crosses, rock and a headstone. It's alright. Drop from a head blow. That's how I pop the steel, like a cop to a klepto. Pop the steel like a cop to a klepto. Yeah, it's alright. A lot of this is like, it's alright, but some of the connections are a little bit forced. The grammar's not terribly forced, the rhymes certainly aren't, but some of the connections are just a little bit forced. Let Chris rot with a dead soul. This blade will cut quickly. That's splitting the seams, that's parting them swiftly. Okay, I know this is your first line, and it's just kind of set up, but splitting his, this blade will cut quickly, splitting the seams, parting them swiftly. This blade will cut quickly and parting them swiftly. You're basically just saying the same thing twice, and you're kind of doing it just to force the multi. You're trash, so it's only right to make your organs litter the streets. That's a nice connection. Now he's the heart of the city. The punch follows the setup nicely. It's nice and clean. I make sure my armor is with me if he's sparking the semi. See, I'm just spitting the facts. I make sure my armor is with me if he's sparking the semi. See, I'm just spitting the facts. Those statements don't really have much connection that I can see. Because the incision I left is worse than bad construction workers. Docs ain't bridging the gap. The incision I left is worse than bad construction workers. Docs ain't bridging the gap. Okay. So you're cutting him. You're leaving an incision that doctors can't fix. I get that. Docs ain't bridging the gap. Bad construction workers collapsing bridges. Yeah, I get it. I get it, but some of the grammar is actually a bit forced. The incision I left is worse than bad construction workers. Docs ain't bridging the gap. I kind of get what you're saying, but at the same time, like, I get the concept. Just the execution's a little rough there. Merkin with sinister raps, retreat from fire, or end up like Kanye with your cheeks and wires. When did Kanye get a fucking broken jaw and have it wired up? I can't remember that. Those hits have your receipts expired when I let 5 off like frequent buyers. Okay, 5 off, frequent buyers, cool. Let's change the theme. You want the same game as me, same gang as me. Christ, Chris, you even want the same name as me. That was simple, but it was really fucking nice. I really fuck with that. I maintain the heat, so Chris stop. We know this bitch soft. You can't challenge me in hip hop because my flow is mastered. That'll knock his clothes backwards like crisscross. Clothes backwards like crisscross. That's so played that nobody's used it in so many years that it's almost fresh again. It's almost like waiting for fucking baggy jeans or bell-bottom jeans to come back in style and just pulling them out of the fucking back of the closet and going, ta-da, I'm fresh to death, when they're actually your fucking jeans from 1999. I really don't know how I feel about that. Clothes backwards like crisscross, to me, as an OG vet, is just so fucking played. I can't believe you finished on that. But like I said, to younger players, that might very well be the first time they've heard that. Then again, they're also not going to know who the fuck crisscross is, and they're not going to get the joke. So yeah, I don't know about that one as a closer, man. You always want to finish on some really strong shit, and yeah, that one's just, I don't know, man. Knockers close backwards like crisscross has been done a lot, and it's been done by some big fucking names on some platinum selling albums too, so you lose marks for lack of originality there. Right, Christopher's content. You're wrong for this easy turnover, and the bar's the business. So bro, hell, it's Noel. That ain't Father Christmas. Okay, Noel, Father Christmas. I get it. I get it. And I've recently used a Christmas joyous season reference in a battle, but that battle's not scheduled to take place for another month. I feel like maybe if you'd save that for a battle next month in December, then that could have been a little nicer. But BBE, after I've beaten G, I'm asking for you to give a star forgiveness. You get the scarred in this, Chris. The multis are nice, but BBE, after I've beaten G, I'm asking for you to give a star forgiveness. You're not saying a lot in your setups. I mean, like, I know you're setting up, but maybe try and use that real estate to deliver a little bit more damage. You're getting scarred in this, Chris. I mean, his top, clean it off. Sweeney Todd, they don't want to see the barber slit shit. I do want to see the barber slit shit. I do want to see blood and gore and death and cutthroats. But alright, I could down the scene. They vouch for me because, bro, they are the witness. I could down the scene. They vouch for me because, bro, they are the witness. Okay, so it's kind of flex talk. You're saying I could murder everyone in the scene and they'll vouch for it because they witnessed my bars and they all know they don't want none of this. Alright. It's very Vinny real structure and style you've got going on here, but without having the crazy ass fucking wordplays that Vinny brings to the table. Fuck old school. This guy, prehistoric. I mean, I guess dinosaurs should have been his topic. I felt personally fucking attacked when I read that. Fuck you, young cunt. No, you should forget writing. You ain't bother reading, stop it. So in this, it's your musical, if he's trying to be melodic. Musical, trying to be melodic. Yep, that's alright. But Olive went ill on his mental, so he can seem neurotic. Olive gone ill on his mental illness, neurotic. Yep. How can he step up? Fam, the ground is your level. Nice. Even when I'm too tired, I've peaked. This is mountain you pedal. Dude, I got like fucking 4 mountain bikes in the room with me. You are personally attacking me, aren't you? You're not even actually battling your opponent. You're just fucking dropping subliminals on me. Alright, bitch, if you want it, you can catch these hands. Alright, too tired. 2 tires on a bicycle. Peaked, mountain peak. Listen, mountain you pedal. Mountain biking reference. Cool. And you're only system to win. We'll see you down with the medal. System of a down reference. Do the math. There's nothing accounting to settle. Do you mean there's nothing for the accounting department to settle? Accounting. I'm just trying to think of a wordplay that's buried there that I'm missing. Do just hide. You don't want that pounding from Jekyll. Dr. Hyde, Mr. Jekyll. Sorry, Mr. Hyde, Dr. Jekyll. Yeah, hey, actually, you've got that backwards. Mr. Hyde is the monster. Dr. Jekyll was the doctor. So Jekyll is Clark Kent. Hyde is Superman. So you've got that backwards. But I guess you could also read that as, like you don't want to anger Bruce Banner. So it still kind of works. Fuck, you ain't just battling your demons, you're in this realm with the devil. That's nice. You ain't just battling your demons, you're in this realm with the devil. Clean, simple, nice. Ain't no one in this scene that can body like the blade. Killer in my jeans, that ain't a pocket knife to fade. Jeans, genetics, jeans, denim, blue jeans. That ain't a pocket knife to fade. Right, I still brought something sharp for his dome and leave it lodged inside your brain. Okay, so you're bringing sharp bars for his brain to process, and you're also going to jam something sharp and penetrative into his brain physically. Cool. Because you're the daftest, Chris, so after this I'm going to copyright my name. That's nice. You're just a wet one, this bet's gone, and you know what, I don't want to have to see this soppy guy again. Not the strongest closer. You've dropped a lot of other stuff in your verse that would have been stronger as a closer. I don't want to have to see this soppy guy again. I mean, I guess it's kind of a dismissive, disrespectful mic drop moment. Fucking this bitch is dead and I don't want to have to see his fucking carcass again. It's cool, I get that. But in terms of a punchline or fucking wordplay or something clever and lyrical, you've dropped other stuff in this verse that you probably should have used as the closer. Alright. This is going to be a tough one to judge, actually, because they're both pretty close. So I guess the formula works. We're putting people together who are at pretty even skill levels. Makes for a good battle. Makes it a cunt to judge, though. Standouts and Chris's. Beat him to death, smiting his carcass, that's okay. Levitate him to segregation, fire at crosses, that's pretty nice. So we'll call that one quotable. Riding garbage, shot with the leg goes, forgettable. Crosses rocking a headstone, it's okay. Drop from the head blow. That's how I pop the steel like a cop to a klepto. Pop the steel like a cop to a klepto. Yeah, I'm going to play that. We'll call that two quotables. Dead soul, cut quickly, split the seams, parting with swiftly. You're trash, so it's only right to make your organs litter the streets. Now he's the heart of the city. That's nice. Three quotables. Armour is with me, sparking the semi, spitting the facts. Docs ain't bridging the gap. That one was a little confused. Went from the sinister raps, retreat from fire, or end up like Kanye with your cheeks and wires. Yeah. This hits have your receipts expired when I let 5 off like frequent buyers. It's okay. Change the theme, you want the same game as me, same gang as me. Christ, Chris, you even want the same name as me. That was actually really nicely done. 4 quotables. Maintain the heat so Chris stop, another bitch soft, close backwards like crisscross. I'm not fucking feeling that, man. It's just too played, too unoriginal. Okay, 4 quotables from Chris Maguire. Alright. Wrong for the CP turnover, the bars, the business. Hell, it's Noel, this ain't Father Christmas, that's okay. Like I said, I really fucking wish you'd drop that in a battle in December. After a beaten GM asking you to give a star forgiveness. I just kind of feel like they're there just for the sake of rhyming. And unless I'm missing something really fucking clever that's going over my head, it's just kind of rhyming for the sake of rhyming here. I mean, like, it's smooth as fuck rhyming, don't get me wrong, but you're getting scarred in this, Chris. Father Christmas, Star Forgiveness, scarred in this, Chris. That's really fucking nice. That's really fucking nice, Maltese. I just wish you'd said a little bit more with it. I mean, his top clean it off, Sweeney Todd. They didn't want to see the barber slit shit. I could down the scene there, vouch me, because bro, they are the witness. This whole fucking bar, it's all really fucking nice flow. Really nice, consistent rhyme scheme. I just wish you'd said a bit more in terms of, you know, wordplays and punchlines and lyrical shit. It's all a little bit lyrical, miracle, criminal, individual in your swimming pool. It's all really, really fucking nice rhyming and flow. It's just not saying a whole shitload in terms of content. Okay, fuck old school, this guy prehistoric, fuck you. I guess dinosaurs should have been his topic. Nice. Forget writing, you ain't bother reading, stop it. So this, your muse I kill, if he's trying to be melodic. Well, it went ill on his mental so you can seem neurotic. Yeah, that bar's a lot nicer. And that whole fuck this guy, he's prehistoric angle. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not sure which part of it is the quotable though. Yeah, ground is your level, mountain you pedal. Too tired, peak, so mountain you pedal. That's a nice scheming going on there. In fact, this whole thing, step up, you're at ground level, too tired, peaked, mountain you pedal. System, down with the middle. Math, accounting to settle. Hide, Jekyll. Battling your demons, round with the devil. Each of these little lines is like its own little scheme, and that's quite nice. Again, it's hard to say which part is the quotable. They're all kind of quotable. This is kind of this is how I do audio, like set up punch, set up punch, set up punch, set up punch. This is the antithesis of like the Sam Miller Penniless style, where he's like set up, 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 more set up, haymaker. This is you know, line them up, jab, line them up, jab, line them up, jab, line them up, jab. None of these is like a fucking a huge room shaker, but they're all really fucking nice and they come in quick succession. Ain't no one on the scene can body like the blade. Killer in my jeans, ain't a pocket knife to fade. I still brought something sharp for his dome and leave it lodged inside your brain. Daft as Chris, copyright my name. That's a nice little two Chris's one there too. Your wet one's a bit gone. I don't want to see the sloppy guy again. This third bar, is just fucking head and shoulders above your other three bars. If your whole fucking verse had been like this, it would have been fucking dope as shit. Alright, comparison. So we've got four real standout quotables from Chris Maguire. Christopher, kind of lacking the haymakers. Or maybe he's not. Or maybe he's just got so many packed in here that they'll start to look like jabs comparative to each other. Rocking a headstone, cop to a klepto. Trash, litter in the streets, heart of the city. Yeah, when I go back and I compare again Chris Maguire's standout moments, the standout moments that I listed earlier maybe don't look quite as impressive when compared directly to what Christopher has brought in his third bar. This third bar is a bit of a masterclass in quickly, rapidly, efficiently delivering a whole bunch of fucking wordplays and punchlines and schemes all in rapid succession, like fucking jab, 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 like fucking Ip Man rolling out the fucking chain punch. Whereas Chris Maguire is more sort of grabbing the other guy's shirt front and really winding up for the big fucking haymaker. But it's kind of hard to pick this one. I think after a good read through and a good breakdown, Christopher's got some areas that just seem a bit fucking bland and lacking. But I can't for the life of me decide if they're bland and lacking, period, or if they're more just sort of bland and lacking compared to that third bar. I think that whole you're trash, it's only right to make your organs litter the streets, and he's the heart of the city, that might be the bar of the battle for me. And that whole same game as me, same gang as me, Christ Chris, you even want the same name as me, that's also fucking classic. Bit of a stylistic clash here, setting up for haymakers versus jabbity jabbity jibbity jab. Yeah, after several read-throughs, I think Chris Maguire has the bar of the battle for me, and maybe the second best bar of the battle for me. And I can't say Christopher wins it on consistency, because this is a fairly inconsistent verse. Third bar really stands out in comparison to the others. And there's some areas in here that are just kind of flowing and rhyming for the sake of flowing and rhyming without saying a whole shitload. If that fucking third bar wasn't there, this would be a different fucking story. But yeah, I think Christopher, I have to remember to actually fucking clarify which Chris I'm talking about. I think Christopher, who, unless I'm mistaken, used to be Chris Crossland Blade. Anyway, I think Christopher edges it for me today. It's very, very fucking close. Very close. This was a great battle with two very evenly matched opponents. Two very evenly matched verses. But I think Christopher has just managed to land a few more wordplays and punchlines and lyrical shit that really fucking give me a ush. And so fucking clean. So clean with the multis and the flows. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with Chris Maguire's multis and flows. It's, good enough to beat most people on most days. But Christopher has just brought the next level up in terms of multis and flow. And yeah, he's just delivered a few more fucking wordplays and punches and memorable, notable moments. So yeah, it's not a landslide, but my vote goes to Christopher today. Congrats, bro. Well done.